Okay.
I am a real American. Fight for the rights of every man. I am a real American.
About to go on now.
Fight for
Yeah.
what's right. Fight for your life.
Song's on now. We're gonna get along. Yeah. So that is the case.
Bombs crashing down and
Good news.
bullets inside.
Great news. Thanks again, buddy.
Gotta take a
Sponsor?
stand. It don't
No.
have to hide.
Alexa, kill it, hon. Stop.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Honey, you. Alexa, stop. Good help's hard to find.
Yeah.
No, I just got a call from our Sunnyside reporter, Tim Miller, who told me that Luigi Mangione did do it, and he copped a plea today. So
I'm
he'll be
stunned. I'm stunned.
be,
Really? They think you did it?
face down, butt up. It's what he's going to be getting in federal prison.
Face down,
They
butt up,
gotta
baby.
throw everything at him because it's ridiculous, and all those people that support him, they can all go to hell with him.
Well, my understanding is he's plea dealing to stalking on a federal level, but he still has the murder charge in New York.
Yeah, he's going to be in for quite a bit. Let's hope, unless it's a shit stick appointed judge. We're coming to you live. It's been a while from the Moon Mullen Inn.
Yeah, it's a new. Well, we went from what was the old name?
Oh, Tommy Two Tones.
Tommy Two Tones. Now it's the
Got bought
Moon
out.
Mullen Inn. Got bought out,
Yep,
and so
not an
we're,
obstructed seat in this bar.
no.
Remember, obstructions in the eye of the beholder.
Well put.
And got a new
Speaking of
sponsor,
that, what's the new sponsor?
Sean's Meats. Now, before you go nuts, you guys watch Sean's Meats. He's out there on the YouTube channel. This guy knows what he's doing, tenderizing and making.
Yeah.
Okay?
Knows
He's a
his
proud
name.
new sponsor, but I will say this. My buddy here needs to hook up with him because I haven't seen anybody better with the twangers. This guy
Thank
can
you,
do it
Tom.
in
Thank
cold, ice, wind, snow, storms coming in, storms blowing out, and even that mini thing in the park out at Rich. Nothing stopped
Nothing
him.
stopped
Nothing
his
burned.
twangers. Well, I appreciate that. And actually, there was a tinge of jealousy when Sean went forward with the meats. And I thought, man, I got the twangers, but, you know, we can work together.
Sean is more of a meat guy and is, the
The actual cut of the
tenderizing
meat,
and all
yeah.
that, where you just, you throw something in front of you, you cook it.
No, it's
you know?
cooked. It's good as cooked.
And they stay cooked when you do them. Anyways,
I would hope so.
got a show going here. Quite a bit to talk about.
I think we should start with the new stadium.
I totally agree. It's I was there as you worked there. I was there as for the practice. I think it's beautiful.
Oh my God! You know, the first thing I thought of when I saw it was how kind of this community deserves something like this. Like, kind of, we're in the big time now.
Right.
You know, you walk in there and you just see the magnificence of it, and what gets me, Tom, and I know you feel the same way, is the nitpicking after the practice.
Well, it started with the Sports Midget local radio station that lost its Bills coverage. They piled on with the negativity. First off, they were erect over the fact it was Tantum, the soccer thing, because they
That's
love
right.
soccer.
London.
And that's all we could hear about is Tantum, Tantum. Well, they went out and built this thing. And now all of a sudden, first off, I don't think any of them go.
No, they don't.
And if it's late, they're in bed. But I was there, and the stadium's beautiful. Obstructed seats. Our business teacher at Newman, caveat emptor, he taught us, let the buyer beware,
I believe that's Latin.
or whatever. But our business teacher taught us that. What that meant was, when we went for our seats, we got information from people that had gone in ahead of us, so we were kind of tipped off.
Mm-hmm.
But you also, when you're putting down money like that, you look at everything and you ask questions. And yes, there were some stair railings,
Mm-hmm.
and we saw them, and I was fine with it. Of course, 20 over 7,000. But the other guys in the group didn't really like it, and my daughter wanted to add on, so we ended up getting a third seat, which moved us down to the 300s, where there's absolutely no problem with the stairwells. Now, the stairwells, guys,
Mm-hmm.
Wayne, you know, too, when you walk into the stadium, you open a door and go in, which is unique.
I think that's cool.
It's so cool. But when you're giving your tickets, well, depending on what side of the stadium you come in, the field's right there you see it.
Yeah.
And then as you go to the 300 level, the field's right there. So if you're getting a beer or something, you can see the game. To do that is a different way of constructing the stadium. So you can't have the The vomitoriums, those are like the
With a
mini
wall,
tunnels.
you can't have that.
You can't have that because of the infrastructure that would be below it.
Mm-hmm.
So now you have stairs, and it's a railing. So
I think what so my kids are in the 400s, and they're like, I don't know, 13, 14 rows up, and it doesn't obstruct them at all. Now, if you are in the first 5 rows and not toward the middle, so let's say you're at the end of the row, and that's where that platform is, where people are climbing the stairs and standing. The first thing you got to ask for is some kind of courtesy.
right,
You know, people got to know that when you get to the top of those stairs, don't just stand there and watch a game. I mean, there are people
Right.
behind you, number one.
respect.
Respect. And it comes down to that. Number two, you know, the usher's got to try to help you out there, but the usher is standing at the base of the stairs at the 300. So I'm sure that's going to be a tough job for those guys. But I just think it comes down to everybody thinks that they walked in, oh my God, this is terrible, 2.1 billion. Why isn't it like SoFi? SoFi was $5.6 billion. Everybody calm down.
And
by
there's
the way,
obstructions there too.
and by the way, they have obstructions too. So instead of all this insanity, it's a beautiful stadium. I was in awe with this thing. I absolutely love it.
And-
It put us on the map, and for everybody who continues to go on these radio stations talking about, oh my God, what we could have done with that money. Yeah, we would have given it to or to illegals and downstate. It's our time. We put up the 6 palaces in that shithole. Time to move on.
I want to touch on that quick too. We had a local newspaper writer who now works for the Athletic because we only have a parchment that's delivered by pigeon now on the paper. But he ran up to these obstructed seats the minute he heard about it because the Athletic told him he had to run a story on it.
So
And-
he claims.
yeah, and it's absurd. And some of the seats aren't sold for football. Then why should they be in there? The sports midget said. Because maybe there's a concert or something else.
Yeah.
The bottom line is that was the construction, and now we find out. And the sports midget says, "Well, we didn't know this." Well, why didn't you figure that out before you just opened your dumb mouths?
Because diarrhea mouth.
The other thing is the cost. Okay, it's always a family of 4 with a complete a proctology exam, colonoscopy,
17 hot dogs.
gifts for everyone, and complete complete meals. When we went as kids with our family, the rare times we did go, it was brown bagging it, right?
You know what, Tommy? Let me just interject. The problem is they used the first game. Okay,
That's it,
the
too.
first game, the season ticket holders did not pay. We were something like $450 or $500 a ticket in that particular scenario that they put together around the league, and it's not the cost of the ticket. It is because it's game 1 and season ticket holders are trying to get money back.
And the resale stuff, right?
But it's not the real price of the ticket. My sons are on the 45-yard line in the upper deck, and I think it's 120.
Well, my son-in-law to be, his ticket prices, I believe, went down.
So did Zach's and Alex's.
Ours went up slightly, and we're in the 300s.
Right.
The girl that does my teeth, her ticket prices went down. Now, yes, she paid a PSL,
Yes.
but also the PSLs. Her husband's out on comp. She doesn't have a whole lot of money, but
Right.
she was able to get a $700 PSL.
She went down in the end zone,
and,
right?
and made it work. And
Made it
she
work.
just wants to be there. And for all the complainers, guys, there's a waiting list of over 20,000. Sell them.
Yeah.
Get out.
Move on.
Sell. Somebody will take it. Now the fees too. You and I have gone to other cities and stuff. Some of the costs we paid in Tampa in 04.
I think it was 405.
We're now paying now.
Now, over 20 years ago, we paid $40 to park.
And something about this area, Buffalo, whatever. I think they want to go to these professional games, see top flight athletes,
For real cheap.
teams that win now.
Yep.
And for like $6 and an all-you-can-eat buffet in the hallway. I'm sorry, guys.
1 of 32, Tom.
Right, there's 1 of 32, and there's a cost to that. And lastly, there's a 6% surcharge. Mike from Medina, he was all upset about that. He'll never go again. It's horrible. He won't pay it. Mike, you were paying us a surcharge to fix the last stadium, whether you went or not.
Right.
By the way, Mike, you're paying to fix the shitholes at the other end of the state, and you don't go anywhere near there. Now, if you go to the stadium and you buy something, there's a 6%
Surcharge, which will go into a fund, a reserve fund, to fix the stadium in the future. So that
no problem with me.
So that okay. Think about the taxpayers who don't go. they didn't pay PSLs.
Right.
Okay. Yes, they pay taxes, state and county taxes, and some of that went in. Okay. But you also pay about $17,000 a head to turn turnips out of buffalo. Okay. So at this point, okay, now you don't go to the game. You don't pay a surcharge on parking, tickets, concessions, hats, anything.
And-
So it's over.
And when I go to the game tomorrow, if I don't purchase anything, I'm not paying the 6%.
No.
Right? And normally when I go to a game, maybe a beer, mostly not. But it's the halls, the hallways are wide.
Oh,
The other thing, while we're at
beautiful.
it, it's an open air football stadium, everybody. I was promised I'd never get wet.
I'll never get wet.
What in the name of God? See, and that's these kind of people are what's voting for this shit.
I know.
That's run this county for 60
And
years.
run the state. Yep.
It's open air. In the 300 level, off to the side behind the field, there's some open areas
Right.
where you can look out and see. There was a breeze coming in now. Last Saturday, it was a comforting
A
breeze.
welcome breeze.
Because it was hot. I'm sure on a winter's day, be a little bit of a chill there.
Oh no!
But when it rained,
I thought it was completely closed.
right, when it rained, our seats where we were did not get wet. Where I was sitting at midfield, we took our handicapped son with us. There was a bit of a mist at times with the wind. I got a little mist on me. Whoopee. I didn't want a dome personally.
Yeah.
They sent out questionnaires. We all got them. We didn't want a dome. I think that was the vote.
Yes, the vote was dome
And
or open air.
Retractable roof, it's a dome then.
Yeah.
So to me, I like the home field advantage. I like to be outside. I've been told, but the snow and these athletes, the wicked snowstorm games,
Yeah.
they're like a snow globe. Everybody talks about them, enjoys them, but the truth is, you can count on one hand.
How many?
In 10 years, we've
And
had
by the way,
that.
the Bills, that's a home field advantage. We
Right.
win those games.
And then I hear, well, these athletes, they have to slip and slide. The field is state of the art. It's heated.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know about the shoveling that, but when it comes down 6 inches an hour, I'm sure there's going to be an issue. But those were the games where I think people have the most memories, right?
The best memories. And the other thing, too, is about that field. It monsooned for about 10 minutes halfway through that the other night. And I looked after the field, and when everybody was walking off, there wasn't even a tuft of grass. It was perfect. They've somehow engineered this through some Batavia Farms thing. It's amazing. No, the stadium is incredible. I'm in the clubs. I work the clubs. It's huge. We've got from the 30 to the 30 a gigantic window that looks out over the old stadium in Abbott Road. It puts all that natural light in there.
Right.
We've got the bar height tables that are perpendicular to the glass where you go out to your seat. You can sit 6 people and watch the game. Okay. TVs everywhere, elevators, escalators, and then there's one section that's all couches and chairs. I mean, it's just we're in the big leagues here in a city with 287,000 people,
Right.
of which 65% can't read or write.
And aren't even citizens, but that's another day story. You know, if you're really worried about the health of the players, forget about snow. It's playing in 3 days.
Yeah.
We have to play our home opener with 3 days rest. Now, I know so does
That
Detroit.
sucks. Well, it sucks though.
But I'd throw those games in the toilet.
I hate the Thursdays. And the other thing, you brought this up, we were talking about the turf. Yeah, go play in the Meadowlands. It's like tackling on concrete.
You know, the players, when we had that soccer here, they brought the best grass from all over the planet in.
Yeah.
But football, we got to go to Brazil or Mexico or the Rhine and play on shit. Because God forbid we wreck their pitch. And what are those? And speaking of soccer, what do they play? Like every 8, 9, 10 days maybe they might get a game in?
Yeah.
But anyways, no, it's beautiful. I loved it. And
I'm
as
so
far as
excited.
the scoreboard being tiny,
It's not.
guys, I could see Highmark on the scoreboard. And I could see the players practicing. And all I see is an E at the eye doctor.
Yeah.
If they change the E, I'm fucked.
If they make that a B, they're
I
going
could
to
be
take,
fucked.
they'll take your
I
license
could
away.
be fucked.
Well,
I
what
could
about
see
your
Highmark.
pilot's license? They'll take that away?
That's still good. I got the double indemnity. That's good till 2030. And my car license, I keep renewing, but one of my sons goes for me. And or if you time it right and you stand in front of the guy, behind the guy,
Yeah.
you just AEIOU.
Oh, yeah. And then you come up and do it.
Sign here.
And
I only drive where I know where I'm going.
the other thing, though, that I'll bring up is that that scoreboard is 3 times the size It's a video board. There's not permanent advertising
Right.
like the Smoking
Winston,
Joe, Winston,
Budweiser.
and the Marble Man.
Right.
So they're video boards. And when I was there, when I was getting my assignment for my job, they had Bill's highlights going from last year along the whole thing. It's massive.
Right.
So
That's
I'm
how it's
sure.
used, guys.
I'm guessing that when they do highlights and stuff,
Yeah.
they'll go the expansive.
Right. Everybody wanted to find something negative. People are laughing. You bought the PSLs. Now it's like a timeshare. Listen,
No, it's not.
I had season tickets before Josh. I love the fact Josh is here. I'll have season tickets, God willing, after Josh.
We had them with Kelly too.
Yeah.
We're Bills fans. We're not
It's a
fly by
beautiful
night.
stadium. I loved every
Oh,
bit of
so
it.
cool.
And shame on all the people that found something to throw a dart at because it's ridiculous.
So cool.
And speaking of my buddy Mike from Medina,
Yes.
by the way,
Best friends.
wouldn't buy much there anyway. Anyways, what really irked me, and here we go, the kids are gonna love this one. I went to Wegmans the other day with my brother,
Oh, I love this.
and in front of us was about 4 Shabbat, and all you see are the eyes,
Alibaba.
and you can tell they're glaring at you. They don't like us. They're glaring.
Mm-hmm. They don't like dogs either.
Yeah,
they
have
want to
their
kill our dogs.
Food on the counter. She pulled out an Erie County EBT card.
Okay, that's
The
food
girl said,
stamps.
okay,
Snap.
but it's still short. Pull out another one. And Garcon, but she pulled out another one. That irks me.
You know why? Because that's good for beer and cigarettes and everything, and that's called an EBT cash card.
Right.
So they are given to illegals. You can't get one as a taxpayer.
No.
You can get SNAP if you're low income, but you can't get it as a taxpayer. But we gave them money
That
and
irks me.
lodging and hotel. And what are we talking about? The cost of the stadium? How about we talk about the cost, the incredible cost of illegals in the state with this liberal bullshit?
You know, and they glare at us. They hate us. Town Park is basically Cairo. They shit in the park. Oh, you're making it up. No, I'm not making it up.
Have you seen the dung?
I have a good friend has seen the dung. No, it's horrific. I was at Lawson Park over by you the other night,
Yeah.
and I thought I was, on the waiting for the wagon train or whatever they call it, a caravan,
Yeah.
to find the next Oasis. They're everywhere. You play
Any
tennis.
camels? They won't let dogs, but they let
No,
camels.
guys, that's what's ticking me off a lot more than
Yeah, the
the
stadium.
cost of the stadium. By the way, we put for every dime Mike from Medina put into this new stadium,
Mhm.
he's put the same in for the redo of Madison, the Yankees playpen,
Right.
the Mets new
The
playpen,
Islanders.
the Islanders,
Islanders.
the basketball, because basketball and hockey you can't be in
Yeah,
the
it
same
can't be
place.
the same. The Nets
So-
Palace.
And now the Devils got a new joint. So guys, wake up! It's ridiculous. We're 1 of 32, thank God, and thank God we have an owner
Yes.
that chose Buffalo.
And chose Buffalo and wants to be here. And God bless his wife the other night. She came on the field, and the poor woman looks kind of just.
He could have
frail.
sold the team and got out of here and stayed in Florida with her, right?
Yeah. Or
No,
it's paying off for him, and I'm glad. He bought it for 1.4 billion in 14. It was just assessed at 8.13 billion, and some of that has to do with the stadium. Now, yes, we paid. Yes, taxpayers paid all that. He also put in the equivalent of 900,000, or almost. I'm sorry, 900 million, or almost $1 billion of his own money. So I know he should put it all himself and everything.
Right.
It's just not the way it works when there's only 32 teams in the world. It's just not the way it works.
And it
San
is-
Antonio would grab it in a second.
there's a lot of places that would take a team.
Yeah.
And ask people in San Diego
Yeah.
if they'd like their team back.
Oakland, they screwed
What?
Oakland again.
Oakland always seems to get screwed over, and there wasn't a better fan base other than ours
Yeah,
than the Raider fan base and the
Yeah.
and the A's, the baseball team. But they
They're
kept
both
putting
gone now.
shit out there.
now the A's in Vegas this
Yeah,
next year.
the city of shit.
Yeah.
But anyways, no, that's our thoughts on the stadium. It's beautiful. The last thing I'll say about the sports midget,
Okay.
if you guys do listen, shut it off. Find another way. Find more ways to get information.
Go to Sirius XM, listen to the national.
They said it just continues to be the off season of toxic with the Bills. Every time they do something, they step in it. Promises made and not kept. No, you made the promises about the guy from Hendrickson from Cincinnati,
Yeah.
or the guy from the Raiders coming here,
What?
or a receiver. You made those
I was
promises.
going to say the Bills didn't promise anything.
You know what is toxic?
Huh.
The goddamn land in Niagara Falls and Grand Island. That guy's putting a swimming pool in. He's got a frog comes out with 6 legs. I mean,
That's not funny. And Hochul, she was there at a ribbon cutting in Fredonia or something. She will not go there. And she said the Superfund of New York State will not cover radioactive waste. Well, of course it should.
She also was at a Moog ribbon cutting for something today,
Moog.
which the Trump administration got those contracts.
That's right.
It's anyways.
We'll never hear that.
Right. Just saying, that's what's toxic. The Bills, the Sabres, they're rolling along.
I got my 10-pack. I'm excited.
Promises not kept. What are you talking about? You know, guys, you switch to Yarmo for a second. He's big, he's bold, he's beautiful. It takes two to tango, guys. And no trades and everything. You know, I think the Sabres have slightly regressed.
I think so.
And I'm glad they didn't make the Hellebuck trade for what they were asking.
Correct.
Fine with that. If he was to come here when all the GMs come back from Cottage, it's always plural or singular.
Singular.
When they come back from Cottage and look at the roster, they might put a couple first-round picks or something.
I tell you what, you take UPL in a first rounder, I'd grab them. You're not getting Quinn. You're not getting any of our stars.
I'm not giving up the kid,
The kids.
Helenas. No.
Nope.
I'll deal with UPL and whatever's coming up the chain.
And plus, again, listen, I've never been the huge UPL fan. I've admitted it on this. But I will say, yes, it counts in the playoffs, and him and Lyon took a step back. But they were third in save percentage last year in the league. That's not something to just shake a stick at.
No, and goaltending is important. You've heard us say that. They were outstanding down the stretch.
Oh, they were fantastic.
We can throw some daggers at the overtime loss there. Should he have had it? Yeah, could we have buried one?
Yeah, that's the other thing.
But the key with the Sabres, if there isn't a deal, is UPL the UPL of December to the end of the season?
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Or is he the first half?
Yeah. If he's the first half, get into the year, and if he's showing that that's what he is, move on. I think the Sabres, have put a lot in their bucket on this Ellis kid. They moved on from Levi, and I just think they like him better. I know that his stats in the AHL were better. That doesn't mean anything. You don't know who's playing D.
I don't know if they were overall, but they were the year they compared them, right?
The guy's never been less than 924 in the AHL.
And
he's good.
He did come here. We claimed him. If we could not have sent him down.
No, he'd get snatched up by St. Louis.
He'd go back to them.
Go right back to them.
And so we had to keep him here. He did sacrifice by staying as the third goalie and not playing a lot.
Not playing much.
That hurt him contract-wise. I thought he was good.
But not great. I agree.
Yeah.
They must like something about him, though.
Well, he's a hell of a team guy, and he stole a couple of games.
Yes, he did.
And we'll see what we got. I don't know if they'll go with 3 again this year, maybe because of the age of Lions.
It seems like they will, and they also have this goaltender now, the emergency goaltender. And if you have 3, you don't really need that.
Right.
To come out of the stands. So I think they're fine going with 3. I would go to camp.
Does he have to goaltend for the visiting team?
He does. He has to come in. The Sabres have to shoot on him for the equivalent of 10 running minutes, and then he can switch ends.
No, seriously, the emergency goaltender. What if does each team have to have their own?
Each has their own.
Oh, so he'll go on the road?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Because I didn't know if the guys come out of the stands and.
No, they do. But you got to shoot them for 10 minutes, then they come back.
And then there's you sign a no cheap one in policy.
Yeah.
Now, you know what happened in all sincerity there? He'd blank us.
Yeah, he would. He'd stone us.
Ellis!
Then he'd come back in our crease. They score.
Well, we wanted to come back with Ellie after the great deal he did, even though it was for Toronto. I just had a poor night tonight. But no,
Ellie.
That's that with the Sabres and stuff. And
getting excited. I got a 10-pack. I quit the Sabres as usher. And I got a 10-pack. I'm real excited. So we have some neat games coming up. I know Marty Katowski, Eddie Katowski, and Dave Giglia. Marty is coming into town from Georgia, and we're all going to go to that game against Minnesota. I think it's October 6th, but I could be wrong on the date. So that's exciting. And I'm up in the upper deck, like 4 rows up. I mean, no big deal. I love it.
Speaking of Minnesota, here's one for you, because the guys love the way we correlate
Somalia,
everything.
yeah.
A woman reporter went undercover in Minnesota.
And there's no fraud there.
And there was illegals voting, and
No.
they used the one guy's ID.
No.
But it doesn't happen.
That don't
I know,
happen.
I know.
If you think for a minute that there's been fraud,
And by the way, in
Medicare
Milwaukee,
fraud in New York and
the wacko governor who hates Christmas, Thanksgiving, everything,
yeah.
she was winning. 2 a.m, 5 of the
Oh,
7
Hahn.
servers went down,
yeah.
and they couldn't find whatever they used. And then all of a sudden, all these mail-in votes came in for the other guy.
Yeah.
Because they knew that Hong would get blown away by a Republican.
Democratic
but
primary.
It doesn't.
She was a socialist, so I think even the Democrats, even the libs, are getting nervous about these socialists like Madami coming in their party, and I think they're trying to get rid of them. But the you got to push R in November. You just got to push R.
No, you go right down the list because if for the socialism thing. And by the way, Hong said,
Mhm.
if you want to see where socialism works, just check the Green Bay Packers out.
What?
Socialism, it works. That's what people were voting for in a democratic thing. God
Good
bless.
Lord.
But no, you know what? Give Cuba a look-see. And when you talk about medicines and cures and great things that have happened,
A lot come out of Cuba.
the national pastime of Cuba is nai-nai. Although they were the only ones working on RP.
I know
My
that.
luck.
Figure that out.
But, it's either Israel or the United States that come up with the breakthrough stuff. I don't see a whole lot out of Norway or our good friends to the north here, or that way, I guess it would.
Well, Sweden, a lot of people call it socialist, but it's not. It's a democracy. However, they're like Canada in that they charge up the wazoo. So I was saying that people say blindly, "Oh, I want to be like Sweden." Well, no, you don't.
No.
Because the national tax is 50%. Then you pay a regional tax. One guy told me he works through September until he starts really making money that's his. And then their sales tax is 15 or 20%. No, you don't.
They also don't have any kind of military.
No, oh God, we
And
walk in.
Anybody that goes on takes Sweden over day one. It's
Oh,
just
see ya.
the
We
bend
walk-
over, dropping, raise
the
das Dukes.
You get the brownies in there and take over. The Girl
But
Scouts.
anyways,
But anyway, you can tell we hate socialism. I like, there was a county judge here in Erie County that there was a couple that starved their child on purpose and killed her. And first of all, I want to cry. I'm thoroughly disgusted. But they served 27 days waiting for the trial, and she said that was enough time served. They admitted to killing their child via starvation. They killed a baby, and they are walking the streets. And watch, they'll have another one. This disgusts me. That woman should be disbarred and thrown off the court, thrown off the.
check when you vote, because we got socialism here in Cheektowaga, and let me tell you,
And Noak's a socialist.
oh, he's big time, and
How did this happen?
I think people think, well, it was the song that wasn't it Obama? Things are gonna get so easier.
Ooh, child.
Things are gonna get brighter.
And then we had Billy Clinton, who I kind of liked, but
Yeah.
Billy said, "Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop. I got some head."
Well, guys, you work and you earn it, right? And
Yeah.
if we're gonna start with socialism, then let's start right in the schools and no more A's, B's, and C's. Everybody C.
Yeah,
Everybody
all
C.
C's.
And you worry about that though when your proctologist got that C.
That's right.
And he comes in, he's got a little gapper there, a couple teeth missing. I'm going to be checking that out for you.
Now you bend over. Don't be
No,
screaming now.
thank you. No, thank you. The brightest and the best.
That's right.
Is what we need.
Your
And
pilots, everybody. When
got a guy-
when our ass is on the line, I want the A student.
we got a guy sending a rocket up, and the bottom's coming down on a dime, and that wasn't made in Cuba.
He's pretty stupid, isn't he?
Yeah, he really is.
AOC said he's stupid.
No, and she's
real
spot
bright.
on.
Yeah.
She's spot on.
You know
Anyways,
where her brain is?
yeah,
Yeah, in her
right
cans.
across the front. Right, but there beside.
It's a mud fence though.
Right. No, she really
Double
is.
bagger.
Anyways, that's probably about it, guys.
Yeah, it's a short. We'll keep it going though. The Bills play tomorrow, the preseason game. So next week we'll do an analysis of what we saw. Although it's going to be a lot of rookies.
I hope this new Bills deal with Jimmy Leonard is kind of like
I'm getting excited.
get stingy like the Straits of Vermouth. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Because they love when we combine the
The
sports
vermouth,
and
yeah.
the business, and we
We
just
jump. We jump. Listen. I said it before when it happened. I was stunned when McDermott went. as you think about it, and we lost every playoff game. When we scored 34 points, they scored 40. It just kept happening year after year. I think this guy is going to make people pay. Now, the guys are new positions, but I think after a little bit of a runway to get used to the system, I don't think people are going to know where we're coming from or what's
Right.
going on. I think
was-
it's going to be fun.
I love Sean McDermott too. He'll get a spot in the wall out there.
Yeah, he did
I
a
just
great
think
job.
it was time
It was
for a
his
change.
defense. See, his head coaching philosophy was fine,
Right.
but it was his defense, and he wouldn't get away from cover grass, and you can't do that anymore.
And fairness to when you make all, it is a little warm here in the studio. When you make the playoffs as many years as we have, and I love it,
Mhm.
but we're drafting 29, 30,
30th.
right?
Yeah.
You're not getting those blue chippers.
No, you're not, and everybody else starts catching up.
And you get a couple of injuries. The Von Miller's kicking ass, he gets hurt.
Yeah.
Joey Bosa came in. They wanted him as like a cleanup hitter.
Yep. Instead, he
Right.
played every down.
And played pretty well.
Yep.
And we're
And
not the team in
Off 7
January
quarters.
that we are in September, and we
It's
need to
tough.
be better. But having said all of that, we got robbed in a Mile High shithole.
Yes, we
That's
sure
a
did.
catch.
Because the next day there were 3 such catches that were simultaneous, and they gave it as a catch because they knew in New York City that they screwed up in Mile High and they were going to fix it, but it's never fixed for the Bills.
Right. And one of these days, with our guys in this town, whatever sport it is, I know the Bandits win a lot, but like this hockey or the Bills, those guys got to be the best on that day.
That day,
And
You
we
can't-
had the greatest goaltender arguably ever played the game.
we still
We couldn't win one
score.
cup with him.
Couldn't score.
Those teams in the '90s, that one, I don't know, but it's got to happen.
It's gotta
and
happen.
you
Well,
got
take-
Josh, you got a chance, right?
Take Game 7 of the Montreal series. That was not our best day. We did not score on a rookie.
No,
You've got to put the puck in, and we outplayed them 10-1, but we couldn't put it in, and they get a
And-
flipper.
and their rookie played well,
He played great.
and
Our guys got to play great. And UPL lets a little flip shot in.
Steve Tasker says it the best in the 4 Super Bowls. We just weren't good enough on that day. Now there's reasons for that, not just to knock them. They weren't out drinking and lines of coke because the Cowboys were coke to the bejesus.
Well, they had sex the night before out at the.
On the boat.
On the prairie.
Yeah, what was that boat they had? The
I don't know. They
there was
had
some
they
boat,
had a whorehouse.
floating whorehouse.
Floating whorehouse.
But,
They had a whorehouse near their camp.
The Bills.
But they won.
For
Not
four-
Marv Levy, but they won.
The Bills for 4 years were everybody's homecoming game. Everybody judged themselves against us.
Right.
And we played a lot of football in those 4 years.
And they're doing it to the Bills now.
Yeah.
Because everybody, listen, we're second favorite to win the Super Bowl. So everybody's still got a target on our back.
Right. And it's going to be a really. I'm not trying to get anybody off the hook. I'm just saying that there are some reasons why we weren't as good that day.
Yeah.
Like the game we went to in LA. Jimmy Richter was 210 pounds.
Just getting thrown aside.
Wolford, both shoulders needed surgery or some kind of touch up. So it wasn't the same team.
That was October.
One of these days, guys, they got to put
It's
it
got
all
to come all
together.
together. Just got to get
We've
there.
had great owners. I'm sorry, we've had outstanding
Yes,
owners.
yes.
Ralph and now Terry and Kim, and we've had good players and stuff. But just one time, put it all together,
One
right?
time. Please. We just really need one, and it'll be exciting. But I'll tell you, I really enjoyed the Bills season. We got screwed by the refs, or we're going to probably the championship. Well,
Yeah.
we're going to the Super Bowl.
Right.
We would have beat New England. And then, secondly, the Sabres gave us such joy. I know we didn't win. We won a series in 3 games, but God, it was such
They're
fun.
young. They're and now
They
with
are young.
losing some guys, we might be the youngest team in the league. I'm
Yeah,
not sure.
Probably are.
But and all the key Sabres are signed, as are the Bills. I think the Bills
Mhm.
aren't sitting pretty with the cap, but I believe all key guys
Yeah.
are now signed.
No, I like the signings. Our offensive line's in good shape.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty happy. I like the new secondary too. Except now every day somebody's going down.
It's football, right? It's football,
It is
and
football.
it's the way it is, right? You just
Yeah.
gotta see what we can do. Anyways,
All right.
great being back.
Yeah.
Remember, turn on that Sean's Meats. Check out some seasoning, and you need to see somebody with a twinger. This is the guy right here.
I'll be there.
In fact, you combine him and Sean, and it might be some good eating. Right.
Have a good eating right there. Tell you what, bend over and bark. I'm giving you your proctology exam.
That's exactly right. And remember, straight from the hip, always says it. All but 6. See you soon.
That's the way I look. It might be all but 8. See you soon.
And if we are going overtime, get a cold one. Which
We don't have it.
absolutely made no sense.